gonna first draw with the pencil. I'm gonna put the mark to the top, the left, the right of the head, and the chin probably somewhere over here. That's the little shoulder on this side. And maybe I'm gonna move the head a little bit more to the right over here and draw a little more to see if you still like it. And drawing is the printing process. You're printing with the pencil better than printing with the brush. Sometimes I don't use pencil to print, just start with the brush. But for portrait drawing, maybe a good idea to use the pencil to print it. Okay. That's likely the hairline, and I have some hair come down, and this. Figure out the space. First thing you try to figure out how big the portrait you're going to draw, what's going to include. After you decided the placement, and the next thing you're going to do, try to find out the placement of all the important part in the drawing. I think it's the eyebrows about here, make the mark, and the nose about here, and the big eye is about here. Draw a little triangle first. And this side of the eye, right here. And the mouth, about here, maybe a little bit lower. And the lower lip. I am going to start drawing the shape of the face. Okay. And then I think it's in a pretty good shape. I think the sideburns is here instead. My eyes keep traveling around, so I get easier for me to compare. I have to have a plan. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just paint it through with the middle tone really quickly, including the catch the shadow and even include somewhere the shirt and the hair. I'm gonna do that wet in wet. Let's make some brown color. I see some blue color already here, so I just put some yellow color and red color, and that will make the brown colors really easily. Get a little bit more water. I'm gonna get more, make darker color. Okay, let's do it. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use big brush because I try to beat the clock. I'm gonna do this portrait. There's no difference to what I would do an apple or anything else. what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the ear and paint it around. I only see the big areas. I'll paint it mostly with one colors, and then I add the color later. Okay. And by the way, the paper I use is Arches. The size is 11 by 14. I'm going to do here, I want to soften the connection a little bit here. I don't want that hard edge over there. I'm probably gonna add a little color to the ear here, but I don't want the ear to be just remain white. The first step. I know the color is gonna push each other, and at this point, I'm gonna start adding some dark color to the face, and it could be even the hair. And knowing that my paper is gonna tilt it up, it's not flat on the table. And it would be the color would knowing it's gonna coming down, that would be fine. Okay, get them a little darker color and just put it here. I think the hair here, the head should be a little higher, even. Okay, and also somewhere around the eye, on the shadow side. I get a little one more color right under the eye. Soften that, create a little transitions, and also on this side also continue with some darker tone, and this can get into the eye area too, and some dark colors right here, so I can push that color in here, and I can start putting a little bit of suggestions and the eyebrows. Push it in. Have a little dry brush is good. And now I'm going to start manage some of the area that I need to be lighter or cleaner. I'm going to start using my brush to take out the colors. Like for example on the nose here, I want it to be taking things out. Just lift it off. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to lift off some colors right here. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this little color here too. I'm gonna use this a bigger flat brush and just take it out. It's good. Okay, what other things do I need to do at this point? A little light color over there. And this is supposed to be that value. I'm going to keep that, and that's good. Some areas start drying, so now I'm going to come in. I'm not going to do anything over here because it's still quite wet. I'm going to keep that. I might do another wash in the shadow over there, but at this point this side already not really dry. Okay, I'm going to start making some dark value. And this side could be a little kind of purplish colors. Okay. And going around the shape of the ear. Okay, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna leave a little light, little gap in between there. I don't need to make it solid. You have a little dry brush, and we can do that here. That's for the hair. That's good. I'm going to continue over here, blending too. Okay, just taking care of the hair. I'm going to come down to the neck here, a little bit lighter than the hair. I'm going to blend in a little red color and maybe even a little yellow to make it more as close to cooler of the brown colors. I'm gonna come in here. And the neck. That's good. And then put a little color in the ear here. And then maybe make the eyebrows a little bit darker. Okay. And I'm going to decided to put a little dedication to the shirt. Right, sure.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Okay, all right. That's the shirt. That's the shoulder. And I'm gonna also create some fold on the shirt here. Too dark, so I'm gonna lighten the color a little bit and come back to on this side of the shoulder. It has some kind of dark color, some so far blocking, but I'm going to ignore that. And this here, I'm going to lift off the accumulating excess paint. Take it out. I might want to just to create a little round feelings on the body. I'm gonna just going to wash a little bit. I know it's gonna blend in with these colors. This is fine. Maybe that's too much. I'll take it off. Okay. Now I'm gonna start coming back to do the face. And before I working in the face, before I working on the face, I'm going to start doing from the eye and give a little detail to the eye first. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another dark colors. What colors of his eye?
Brown.
Brown. So I'm going to make a dark brown colors. Green mixed with red, that is brown color, a little bit more green. Okay, a little bit more red. This could be a good colors. Okay, I'm gonna start working onto his eye. In fact, his eyes are looking up. So the pupil, the iris, right? Okay. Yes. Here. And then another double eyelid. I'm going to get even a little darker color for the eyebrows. Now I'm going to move away from here. I'm going to come into this side of the eye. Because the perspective, this eye is smaller than the other eye because the distance. It's so noisy. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to come into the nose here, a little bit lighter, and I'm going to add a little bit yellow and red, make it a little bit more brown. Okay, that's good. All right, now the nose. Let's see. I think this much lighter, so I'm going to make it a little lighter. Add a little bit more water to the paint, so it looks a little bit lighter before I paint it on. Okay. Good. And I can use this color, also paint it on the nose, like this. Okay. A little bit more shape here. Now I'm going to start changing, coming down onto the mouth area. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. So a little bit lighter first. Good. Okay. Make a little warmer color. Add a little more red because so I'm painting the mouth. I'm gonna make up the color a little bit lighter, so that's lighter. may not want to connect with that wet paint at this point, but I can do that later. Okay, and I'm gonna add things. No, I'm gonna come back here since the color is still wet. I'm gonna add a little warm colors and connect with the existing colors that have a little graduate branding into here. Okay, good. I'm gonna have a very light color, more like a brownish, a little cooler than brown colors, and here shading. And, okay, make a little softer, a little bit softer, and I'm also gonna shading into. We can do it under the eyes or doing on the face here, shading a little darker shades on this area. So probably gonna starting from the eyes. I'm gonna use this color. A little brown colors. Now use the wet, connect with the wet, so you can have a continuous blending. I'm gonna have that clean the brush and connect that down here. And I'm gonna come down to the face here. Oh, I need to clean that. It should not be there. Okay, I'm gonna come to the face, add a little red colors, maybe a little red on the face. On this side, you shade that. Okay, it actually looks good. Connect with that color too. And also I can see here, there's another color connect to the other side. Okay. Okay, good. Soften that to graduate to the face. Okay, now I can come back to the continue the mouth because that is already dry. So I'm gonna come back here, use the dark brown colors and connect with underneath here. Okay. Yes, good. Okay, and I have looks like the border of the face could come up a little more. Good, like that. Okay, I don't want it to look like a line. I want the edge to be in and out in the painting. I think this can come a little lighter too. Something that shape. Okay. And this a little darker. Should be connect with. I'm going to continue with shading this area and a little color with that. Good. Connect with that. Good. And also connect with this area coming up. I'm going to get a little bit water coming up here and wet it. Well, that's good. Soften that. Okay. What I want to do here, I want to start working in the eye, in the ears. A little lighter. I want to keep looking at how big is the shape, how light is the shape, is warmer or cooler colors is important. All those questions you should ask yourself all the time. There's and then right underneath the ear, it's kind of dark, a little dark shape here. Put it on here. Good. So now what I'm gonna do, the face have just apply another round of colors, and yes, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a little touch into the eye, and I need to apply a little blue color here. And have that little highlight. Keep it there. Obviously, the blue color is too intense, so I'm gonna first have a little less, and maybe a little bit of the brown color introduced in here, so that make it less bright. And looks like this black area can be a little bigger too, but I can do that later. And on this side, it's not so light. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker on this side. And there is some eyelash coming out here, but I'm not gonna do it right now, because what I'm gonna do now immediately, I'm gonna put under the wash to form the catch the shadow on the wall. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of color I'm gonna use it. Maybe starting from a little cooler up here. Let's try it. If you don't like it, you always can wash it off. So when I do this wash, I'm gonna actually wash over the shadow side too, and wash over the shadow side altogether. If the color melt together, let it be. So that's fine. Okay, actually the cool color looks fine here. And a little bit red, so make a little bit brownish colors. Too much. Add a little bit more blue on this side. Okay, I want to catch the shadow, look a little bit darker. So think value when you think about colors. Okay, I'm gonna also wash the catch the shadow side of the neck. Okay, also the shirt. Maybe on this side, I'm gonna apply a little bit brown color just for the contrast with the blue colors. Okay, maybe a little bit here. So I don't want the hair colors so much contrast to the background. I want to come some kind of similar value connect to. So for up here, I'm just going to push the color, so create the little bit soft transitions into the background. I think this is good. And time's up yet? Okay, a little softer. I think the forehead will be a little bit warmer, so I'm gonna add this brown color instead with the warm color here. So it's good. I'm gonna have that color here too. I know it's going to blur into the background, and I'm gonna see what's gonna come up and see anything I need to fix, and maybe it's just okay. Okay, that. And here probably need a little brown color on here, make a little softer. And I'm going to come in to the mouth over here, especially the lower part. I'm going to add a little light to fix the edge here. I do see some edge. Okay, right there. Put some color over there. Good. And on this side, a little soft transition, a little bit soft transition is showing the warm, but that's too dark. So think light color, you need to think about value at the same time. Okay. And anything on the neck I need to do? Probably yes. Right here, there's some dark color. And here. Good. Maybe I soften this a little bit. Maybe I should soften over here a little bit. Okay. And maybe I'm going to say, write the word fun. Okay. It's on the shirt. And so connect what? His memory with the shirt. Should be a little bit more red colors. And you, and then maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna let go of that. So blend it in here. Try to keep it simple, simplistic. Simple the better. Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing to the shirt. I'm gonna make it a bit of blue colors, but have a little changes. Here. That's good. I have a little color coming down, and on this side, I think the shoulder could be a little bigger. Okay. Maybe draw a little line to form this. Like that. Looks a little incomplete, but it's fine. I'm gonna take off those excess wet. And maybe that's too much. Let me light it a little bit. And that is done. Oh, not. How are we going to add a little bit of more definitions right here? And that will be the last thing. Okay, no, not the last thing. If I have more time, I'm going to do more and more. Okay, I'm going to soften this. Yep, that's good. Form that shape nicely. And I think the last thing I'm going to do the eyelash, and also make that a little darker connected to the shadow, and then make the dye black a little bit bigger. Okay, do that here. Make a little color, a little yellow. Okay, too much. Brush. Okay. A little bit more blue. Okay, maybe it doesn't need to be that dark. I'm just going to have this a little bit darker connect to the eye. Just for now. Now I'm going to make the color a little lighter and blend it in. This side a little bit lighter. Good. Coming out over there. And I can see a little warmer color than that on this side. Okay, I'm going to soften this, connect with the surrounding, and I think this could be a little darker. I think here, a little bit darker here. Good. That's a little bit too dark with the new colors. Take it out. Okay. And the eye black need to be expand a little. Okay. Closely to the dark brown colors. Okay. Good. I'm gonna expand it. Rub it out. And some eyelash. Okay, I think the whole thing here could be a little darker, so I blend the color into that. And on this side, could be a bit darker on this side too, because the shadow from the eye. And then I want to make it a little lighter and connect it to the surrounding. And the last thing, promise, last thing I want to do is putting the color on the hair even darker. Okay, here. Here you go. I'm going to leave this area a bit of light. I'm going to try to use the dry brush. Like this. Good. That's satisfying.